join us as we go see a cool rock shop. I grew up with something like this, bins and bins of rocks, just all the things from all over the world in one relatively small house and the backyard.
And then we go visit a refurbished blacksmith that sells food. Come on.
You just want some of this, right?
No, I don't.
What are, oh.
You might like some. Looks very skeptical.
I can't truly blame him.
I'm distracted because a good selenite is good.
Hi, I'm Veronica. I'm the president of the Gem Shop. We were established in 1971. My father started the company 52 years ago. Cool. And he is still a working part of the company. He has his little lapidary workshop back there, and he's here almost every day. Still cutting and polishing rocks all these years.
Nice. So you have an active lapidary in the shop.
Yes. Gene's there most days cutting and polishing, and we do some lapidary work for people. We do some flat cutting and flat lap polishing for customers.
So if I brought in a piece, I could get it polished.
Yeah, on a first come, first served basis. It depends on how much Gene really wants to work back there.
Gotcha.
He is half retired, but but we do still take some work orders. We have the opportunity then to cut and polish our own rocks. So we have our own mining operations we do almost annually in Southeast Oregon and also in Chihuahua, Mexico.
Okay.
We also do cooperative mining with other miners. A retail store is actually just a little part of our business. We also have a wholesale warehouse in town. We have an active website. We also are the U.S. distributor for an Austrian website. So there's quite a few branches here and there with the Gem Shop.
What do you mine for?
Our mine in Southeast Oregon, we have a few. We have Blue Mustang Picture Jasper claim, and we also have a claim on the Regency Rose, or on the Graveyard Point area, Regency Rose Plume Agate.
Would you like to show us some of those?
Yeah.
If you have any in shop.
This is actually a Blue Mustang here.
What is your favorite rock, and what is your favorite rock in the shop?
Oh, that changes.
I know.
But all-time favorite rock?
Yes.
Polyhedroids.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of polyhedroids
I have not.
before? They were discovered in Paraíba, Brazil in the early 80s. They were discovered by a man called Martin Soklich. My father started importing them from Martin in Brazil in, I think it was the mid-70s actually, like 1974, 1976, that time. And so polyhedroids have been around my whole life, and I'm just attracted to them because of their unique shapes, and they're the world's only geometric agate, pseudomorphic agate, so it replaced the shape of a calcite crystal with silicon dioxide. So they're really cool. So these are polyhedroid agates. This one's kind of unique because it has a little dent in it, but as you can see, it's a crystal shape on the outside, like a formation. This one's unique because sometimes there would be multiple crystals that form together. So these are fused together kind of crystals. You can see from those lines.
Oh, that one is striking.
Ooh.
You can definitely tell it's a crystal shape there. These calcite formations occurred in a honeycomb kind of way, and then silica came in and filled in the empty spaces.
I never even heard of such a thing.
So it's a crystal of negative space, which is kind of weird. Yeah, all-time favorite rock, definitely polyhedroids.
That makes sense.
Oh, that one is
favorite rock in the shop. I'm kind of torn between two.
Okay.
Okay. You can show us both. And
Oh, I can?
yes.
Okay. This is a twin point quartz crystal, but it's from the Himalayan mountains. It's not from Brazil, which you might have suspected, because most large quartz points come from there. This one actually is found, it's completely natural, so the shiny surface here that you see that's almost like glass is completely natural. It's not been cut or polished or anything. And it's found at about 14,000 feet above sea level. So they had to helicopter it off of the mountain in order to get it down. So that's a really special piece, especially with the twin crystal at the top. Beautiful dogtooth calcite crystals and very large amethyst crystals, especially for that deep of a purple, and also coming from Brazil, not Uruguay. So those kind of combinations make it a very unique piece.
Gorgeous.
And our kid kits, so like the Whack and Crack Geodes, that's our trade name. We created these, and like the excavation kits, we make all of those in-house.
That's real cool.
What types of wholesale things do you handle?
We do all of our kid kits are we wholesale, and the Zodiac display. We have a pocket stone display, which is very similar to our tumbled stone display there.
Okay.
And the Arrowhead and Whack and Crack displays, we make all of those for stores.
I noticed you had a backyard area.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Yeah.
We'll take a little side trip.
Okay.
Look at
So
that.
you can see what this is our polishing room. So this is our flat lap, and this is our bowl wheel, and we do a lot of sanding and polishing
Slide a little.
in this area. So
Sorry.
you know, we will receive a work order and work on it. We're doing the cutting downstairs. We keep the steps separate for less contamination. So we do some sanding and polishing in this room. Everything has a number on it,
Okay.
and everything is sold by the pound.
Okay.
So there's, as you can see, about over 150 barrels of rough material that if you're interested in cutting or collecting things for your garden or whatever your needs, rough rock needs are, we have about 60 tons in the yard at any
Nice.
given time. And it's a continuous shuffle of things as we get things in. This is it's sunk a little bit. We did try to level it out this year, but it's about a 6-foot petrified wood tree from the Arizona Petrified Forest.
Oh.
It was collected out of the forest before it became a national forest, and was in a collection in downtown Chicago for about 60, 70 years before it was ours.
You talked a lot about growing up around the rocks. You talked a lot about, you clearly have a vast knowledge of them. So I'm curious, for you, where did the love of rocks really kick off?
That's really hard because I've always been around rocks. So they've always been a part of my life. It is being without rocks I've never experienced. So I've always had an appreciation and have been taught the beauty of what rocks hold.
Is there anything else about your place that we should know that I haven't thought to ask?
Kids come here a lot to get geodes cut open.
That makes
That's
sense.
definitely a fun thing that kids and families
Do you supply
like to
the
do.
geodes?
So yeah, they get to pick out a geode up front. We have like 4 different kinds up there. And we'll take them downstairs and cut them open right away on our trim saw, and then they get to experience the beauty of a geode, you know, in their visit. That looks like a good one. So we have crystalline sugar and candy geodes up here right now.
Okay.
But would you like to go cut this one open?
Sure.
What are the differences?
We have little examples up here. So the sugar
yeah.
geodes are from Morocco, and they look like sparkly sugar. These are some of the candy geodes. These are the examples of solid ones. Here's a hollow one. So depending on how heavy they are, you can kind of tell if they're hollow or not. And I don't have a crystalline cut open right now, but I'd be happy to cut one.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So this geode is a thunder egg formation. You can kind of see like a ridge that comes up here and goes like this. That's the agate, where the agate seeped into the hollow cavity. So I'm going to cut where right next to that, so I know that that's where I'm going to see more of the agate.
Okay.
So I don't know how close you can get.
We were able to.
The first people to see what's inside.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. Isn't that oh, it's even.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
No, we're not making a geode collection.
Never. These are so.
These are some other geodes. Truncus geodes from Mexico. Okay, well, I mentioned those polyhedroids and Mr.
Yes.
Soklich.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've now been in this industry myself for 25 years, and the gem shop also owns a property in Tucson called the Tucson Showplace. And when my dad purchased that property, he asked me to be the manager of it.
Okay.
So I manage that property in Tucson, and I'm in charge of all of the leases for the other tenants. And over a period of in the early 2000s, Martin came up to me and said, "I've got some barrels, mate. I just need a little storage." And so I rented him some space, and now he's one of my full-time tenants, 15 years later. And he was actually the son of the man who exported polyhedroids to my dad. And the way I found out, we didn't know for the first 2 years we knew each other until I had pulled out one of these wood bins off of the shelf down here, and it said Soklich Trading Company on it, and I put 2 and 2 together. And my father had completely forgotten about Martin Soklich Sr., but the second generation of these family businesses is pretty strong in this industry.
Nice.
Awesome.
So there's quite a few of us second generation in this realm that our parents did business together, and now we're doing business together. And the gem shop is the U.S. distributor for Rhino Lapidary. So this is our first piece of machinery, but we're going to expand onto other pieces.
Okay.
And
So what does this actually do? Because I'm not super familiar with this sort of thing.
I need props. Hold on.
Okay, I will get out of your way.
This is a cabbing unit.
Okay.
So you would take a piece of rough rock and slice it.
Okay.
Mark a shape that you want. Take it to your trim saw and trim out that shape. And then you have these grinding wheels, so you grind the shape. And these are grinding and sanding wheels, so this is your cabbing process, or how to make a cabochon. So this is the first steps of grinding the outside. This is then put on a dopstick with a back bevel. And then this is one that has been, the top surface of it has been started to be shaped.
Okay.
And then you can go all the way up to your polish, where then those stones can be set into jewelry.
And so you don't
So
have
this
to
is a
process-
You don't
cabbing-
have to
what's
switch
called a cabbing
between
machine.
1,000 different machines or a dozen different wheels.
This is
You
from
can just
grinding to
kind
polishing. for
Oh,
cabs.
that's nice.
But it also has 3 other functions.
Okay.
So this is a transformer arm. It comes off,
Okay.
and you can put a trim saw on.
So you could do
Or
that early
just
in the
do-
beginning.
So you can do all your trimming here too. You can take both of the arms off and put on metal smithing wheels, so you have your polishers and buffers for metal smithing.
Okay.
And it also comes with a flex shaft, so you can do any, goes up, the motor itself goes up to 5,000 RPM, which enables the flex shaft to be used at its highest potential. You can drill through things, you can do stone carving. So it's 4 machines in one.
In one. Would you like the big rock? Let's get the big rock.
I'm a
This is
sucker
this is
for,
the rock.
for rose quartz, only if it's the size of a basketball or larger.
Yep.
So we've been in the industry for over 50 years, so we've had the opportunity to come into contact with other miners, since we are miners and we know miners, of new materials that have been discovered. And we've had the opportunity to name several of them.
Really?
One of the most
That's
popular
awesome.
rocks that we named as a company is ocean jasper.
Oh wow,
So-
yeah.
Back in 1999, Paulo Beniche brought this rock to my dad and said, I think I found something very special and unique in Madagascar. And my dad was thrilled about it. It has so many colors and so many different color varieties and patterns. And they came to an agreement over the next several years that the gem shop would be the U.S. distributor for all of the A quality rough sold in this country. So we imported ocean jasper from Madagascar with Paulo Beniche.
Hi.
We're here at Anvil Pub and Grill, and the food looks fantastic.
It has been teasing my nose since it arrived. I want to dive in. Where do you want to start? Do we want to start here, there,
Sure,
anywhere?
we'll start. What do you have?
I have the blacksmith burger, which is a hamburger with onion rings, cheddar cheese, and barbecue sauce and bacon.
Are you going to show the camera your bite?
Oh, yeah, you can see that. You can see the bite. You can taste the apple wood smoking.
Ooh, that sweeter
The bacon.
smoke flavor.
Have a nibble.
Hamburger is not my favorite food, but
good Now I'm gonna try a beagle. Like pickle. Pleasant crunch. Good flavor. Good pickle.
nice dill pickle spear.
Okay.
You want to try your onion rings?
Gonna grab an onion ring.
Onion ring good.
It's a proper beer battered onion ring. Crispy, the right amount of crunch, the right amount of swish. Like the exterior is that lovely crunchy and the onion just falls apart inside while still maintaining its onion flavor. So you're not like ripping the onion out of the insides of the thing.
Or fighting it going, "Arr."
And the exterior is crunchy, so it's not just this mushiness.
And the flavor is really nice as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is a barbecued duck sandwich.
Next tasties, the next tasties.
It bites back a touch, but the sweet and the hot and the duck, it is rich and flavorful. Yes. And I have their artichoke salad, which is their seasonal vegetable for the moment.
That is good, that is sweet, that is tasty, that is hot.
That it is.
I like it.
Pasta salad's usually not my favorite thing, but this is quite a nice pasta salad.
It is very pleasant, it's very light. And
Yes.
it has that very light, refreshing taste to it.
Thank you.
It does pair well with the sandwich.
Yes.
And this is a Philly cheesesteak. Oh, that is nice.
So the last time and first time I tried Philly cheesesteak, I ordered it at a restaurant, and then I later witnessed them cutting it out of a bag and slapping it onto their grill.
This did not come out of a bag. I can pretty well guarantee you.
Okay, yeah. I ordered that. Yeah.
You approve?
Heartily. Now the fries, this is a dipping sauce for the fries.
Yeah.
Actually, it's for the sandwich.
For the sandwich, I'm being corrected. But it works for the fries.
I'm gonna try this.
You should try it with fries too.
Okay. Nope. There we go.
When they're down for them, eat them all.
It's odd to call a beef product rich, but with the spices, rich I think works.
That is delightful. And the sauce balances out with a lovely tang.
Well, it's been fun knowing you people.
We had a rocking good time, and it's time to eat all this.